Snurfinator again. Today we're not doing any reviews or unboxings or mods. Today I thought I'd show you guys my new workshop. And so I'm going to go ahead and grab the camera and show you guys the workshop and kind of my current situation. Is really kind of a mess right now. And today I think we are going to, one, we're going to clean it up a little bit. And two, we're going to reorganize it and kind of get things to a spot where it's easier to get to everything I need and easier to keep everything where it's supposed to be. And hopefully I'll be able to handle more projects at once instead of just one at a time. That'll really get me pushed along a little bit more for end of war. So, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and grab the camera. And here we go. We'll start here with the main workbench. We've kind of got the main work area right here. This is a barrel I'm currently working on for my primary for End War. You guys probably saw that on Facebook. I've got my airbrush here, which I'm going to be trying out as soon as I get the proper paints for that. Got a bunch of blasters awaiting paint and mods for End War. We got a bunch of stuff over here. This is kind of my painting booth. This is another barrel design that I'm kind of toying with for End War. Don't know if I'll go with that one or not. I got my paint brushes. I've got some isopropyl alcohol for taking off those really annoying stickers. And so yeah, and then I've got some equipment in this drawer here. My power tools, which some of them are over there as well. And then I've got my manual tools there. I've got a bunch of scrap blaster shells there. And this is my scrap bin, which is chock full of stuff. And of course I've got a really cool trash can and all this crud over here. So we're going to be turning, there we go, we're going to be turning all of this stuff into hopefully more of a working shop space. And so hopefully that works out pretty good. I'm going to actually be putting up a shelf up here. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to put spacers on this end right here. And that way it'll be the same height as this one. And I'm going to run a board. It'll actually be a section of, I think I'm going to use plywood to do that. But yeah, so hopefully this will turn out pretty good. And we'll be able to hold more blasters at once and be able to get everything a little bit more organized. And on top of that, I'm going to clean this up a whole lot and yeah, hopefully look a whole lot better, a whole lot more organized, and yeah, a whole lot cleaner. So I'm going to go ahead and pause now, and well, not really pause, but I'm going to jump to the next segment, which will be, I'm going to be bringing in and measuring the table here, and that's going to be roughly the size of the plywood board that I'm going to be setting on top of here. And then after I get that measured out, I'm going to go ahead and cut that outside. I won't be able to show that on camera because it's bright out and I'll probably just white everything out really bad. I'm not that great at camera, but I'm working with what I got, and I guess that's what you gotta do, right? So yeah, and of course I've got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff sitting over here. I don't know what to do with that yet, but I will figure something out. Okay, so let's get to work. Okay, so we've got this big, massive, well not massive, but rather sizable sheet of plywood. This will be our shelf. So now all we gotta do is measure the difference between the two towers of drawers, and then I will be able to make spacers, which shouldn't be that hard. And then I am going to simply set this on top. Alright. I guess I'll do something else. So, I'm going to measure these. And then I'm going to put these spacers in. So I'll just go ahead and jump. Okay, so I've got the spacers all nice and cut, and these are just some 2x4s. And I'm going to go ahead just stack them right here, and then we're going to put the shelf in. The shelf actually has a couple of screws that I need to remove, so use my screwdriver to do that. So let's get to it. So at this point, I think I'm pretty much ready to put the shelf up. All I need to do is move these blasters. So I'm going to put these, I've got a splinter from one of those boards. I'm going to put these blasters over here for right now. Double strikes, do hammer shots, another double breach. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this shelf put up. Okay, so I got the shelf installed, and I'm going to try and fix some of the wobbliness that it has, and that will probably be shown kind of at the end of all this. But for now, let's see if we can get this kind of reorganized. Okay, so I've got this we'll reorganize this all nice and cleaned up. So I'm going to pick up the camera and kind of show you guys what all I've done and how I've improved my workspace. Okay, so I've gone ahead and you can see this nice big shelf I've got here. I've got my blasters that need prepped for end war right here. I've got current projects that I need to finish and still need to work on. I've got, this is a cylinder, one of my 8-shot cylinders that still needs a bit of cleaning up. I don't know if this one actually ended up being sold or not, as it got kind of rough when it printed. I get these from my brother Matt. I tried a new plastic with this one. I actually printed 2. One of them didn't turn out near as bad as this. I gave it away for free to my nephew Gabe. And so yeah, this turned out kind of rough, but I think that was kind of the plastic. It didn't really like to print these cylinders very well. But so yeah, and then we got over here in this tower, I've got, as you can see here, I've got my supplies. Here I've got my rubbing alcohol, got my painting gloves, all that good stuff, my VR goggles that I use for POV. I've got sandpaper in here and a candle and matches when I've got some nasty fumes. I've got the darts for all the blasters. It came with all the blasters anyways from End War, excuse me. And then over here we've got all this stuff, and I basically put away a lot of stuff that was already laying out here. I've got this, kind of allows me to figure out what it'll be for shipping for you guys when you order something from me. I've got a nice little light here so I can maximize my visual view of any work that I'm doing here on the bench. I've got solder on the bench, that's nice. I've got basically the same setup over here, minus the shelf. Everything's been reorganized a little bit. I've got my paint back there, it's been kind of consolidated. Those things are going to be used for paint once I get my new airbrush set up ready. And I'm going to be using, I'll kind of show you guys over here, this nice big box right here. That's all the colors and paints, clear coats that I've got ready and waiting for in the war. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I know I kind of enjoyed making it for you guys. I've been meaning to fix up my workshop for a little while now, and so I finally got it done. And as you can see, it paid off. It paid off big time. It's much more organized now, and I can get the stuff a lot better. And I think the next step after this will be getting a separate building for my paint studio, which will probably come sometime this year. I'm not sure when, but hopefully it'll come sometime this year, and that would be awesome. And once we get that built, I can't wait to give you guys a tour of that as well. Also, somebody commented in my last video, the review of the Helios, I believe it was, that they wanted a mod guide for the Helios. And I am more than happy to make a mod guide for the Helios, but I need to get some K26 spring before I can do that. And well, to be honest, I'm a little bit broke right now. What with getting ready for End War and just a whole bunch of expenses that go into all that, it's a bit crazy. And so I'm trying to get that done, and on top of that, I have unforeseen costs and that side of things. So K26 might be a little ways down the road. We'll see. We'll see. But as soon as I get K26, I will be doing a mod guide for the Helios and any other rival blasters that you guys want me to crack open that are springers. I'm not going to be doing any electronic mods for right now. I'm not going to be selling any electronic blasters on my website either, because I want you guys to get the best quality that I can put out, and I'm not quite ready to put out any of the electronic blasters. I don't have, one, I don't quite have the equipment, and two, I'm not experienced enough in the flywheeling electronic blaster department. So I want to make sure I give you guys the quality that you guys deserve, and by doing that I keep my prices low and my quality up. And that's the whole point of my business. I give you guys high quality at low prices. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video and this look at my new workshop here. And so yeah, and always don't man, my tongue is like twisted up today. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment in the comments below, and I always love hearing what you guys have to say. So yeah, this is Nerfinator, signing off.